So, what's your name, sir?
My name's Guy Kelly.
And do you live on the Anchorage?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually anchored out right over there.
Yes, he is.
And so right now, do you have any thoughts about the forced camping at Marine Ship Park?
Yeah, majority of the people that live in this spot here next to Dumpy Park are dislocated anchor outs that used to live out on the water that have been forced out for one reason or another without any kind of real process. They just take their boats and crush them, telling people that it's illegal to be on the water without any process, no law, they just take the boats and crush them at will. So yeah, it's been going on this way for quite some time. Not everybody is subject to that, but the majority of the people are being taken
Thank you so
taken
much,
out.
sir.
Hey,
You've earned your next
hold on one
pledge.
second. Hold on.
Yes.
Maybe we should walk.
Yeah, no worries.
Here.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been out here for about 6.5 years, and it's always kind of been the same story. They have a harbor master for the Anchorage, and it's a federal Anchorage, and I don't know, it doesn't seem like things are really changing. They just seem to be taking people's property and crushing it and basically forcing them to be homeless. If people have issues, they don't really address the issues. They just take their boat and crush it. So yeah. I want to talk more about what was happening here with the houseboat. I was coming ashore and I seen there was a houseboat pulled up adjacent to Dumpy Park here on this lot of land. I'm not sure what we call this. And I witnessed a standoff between the sheriff and the encampment, and about 45 minutes into the camping, an hour into the standoff, the sheriff removed Robbie. What's your last name? Powelson, sorry, I can never remember your last name. Powelson in handcuffs, and then they proceeded to take the houseboat to the Corps of Engineers, where they staged it on the left side, which would be the south end of the Corps of Engineers. And I spoke to several different people regarding the issue. Is it illegal or illegal action? Did they give the people on the boat processing time? Because apparently the owner died. So the encampment says no. The harbor master says yes. Yeah, I haven't followed up anymore, but yeah, I was just wanting more to be noticed about the Anchorage. It's only shown in bad lightage of the people that live out here. They don't show the good things that happen here. They just police them, and there's no solutions for the people that live out here that need anything or can't take care of themselves. The only thing they do is crush their boats, call them all homeless, which they're not all homeless. They're all different types of people. There are shipwrights. There are people that work in the stores here. There are people that have very functional, operational boats, and then there are people that don't. So they categorize everybody as one, anchor out, and it's just not a fair way of doing it. It's a federal anchorage, meaning the people's anchorage, and I don't know, there's a lot to be said about that. There's a lot of case law on it, and you can really get into it for hours and hours, but for the most part, I feel that they treat people as they're not allowed to be there, regardless what the law states, regardless what Superior Court says, regardless of it's a federal anchorage. Sausalito tries to dictate what happens to the people by shutting down the public facilities to them and limiting their access to the water, limiting their access to get out on the water or actually have water, limit them to public docks being shut down left and right. And it's just overall it's a pretty unfair scene. I've been in this encampment just in the last 12 hours and I've seen the cops here 5 times. I don't know about you, I don't really live here, I live in a boat, so it seems like that it's policed very heavily, unduly. So anyway, my name's Guy Kelly.
And also, so if your boat is, I mean, it's a seaworthy boat.
Yes.
Right. Tell me about your boat and the work you've done on it and how.
Well, I bought the boat. It had a rebuilt motor, and it's been completely rebuilt on the inside, and it's been seaworthy. Everything runs on it. I'll pass an inspection in a minute. I haven't had to work on it much. I have to work on my skiff quite a bit because of the nature of living out here with the docks. Not enough space, people running into them, storms, things of that nature. But my boat itself is very seaworthy. It's on a mooring. I have it on a train wheel with 30 feet of chain to a swivel with another anchor going out 100 feet that goes down and it's set in. And that's probably a 25, 30 pound anchor on chain. So I'm more.
What size boat?
It's a 29-foot Cascade 1973.
And
You're wanted. The press needs you.
okay, I'm coming.
Yes.
And so for the Marine Ship Park, if your boat could conceivably be destroyed under the current mandate.
It can, and it would be illegally so because it's a registered seaworthy, and I'm a competent captain. I'm actually a shipwright. I built homes most of my life, and I've been working on boats here in town in the boatyard. So if anybody ever touches my boat, it's moored, it has dual lines coming off it, it's on a mooring, it has an anchor, it has chain, it's more than safe where it's at. It's not going to come loose unless somebody blows it up or burns it down. That boat's not moving by itself unless I turn the key and untie it.
And if they crushed it and you were forced to live in Marine Ship Park, would you be forced to sleep next to that?
I would have to struggle to survive. It would be a challenge for me. I should say something about that because this Anchorage is everybody's considered homeless, which is really an unfair thing. I came from San Francisco. I worked full-time as a carpenter doing remodels. I found out the Anchorage was here. I always wanted to work on boats. I even have a welding certificate to work on boats. So when I moved to the Anchorage, I had a home. I had a job. I'm not destitute. I'm not desperate. I'm not in need of assistance of any sort other than, I spend most of my time volunteering to try to help other people. So the way they treat the Anchorage is that nobody's capable of taking care of themselves. It's just absolutely not true, and it's hypocrisy, and I just don't believe it's even remotely true. That's the message the public is told, is that we're not capable of taking care of ourselves. We want to live free, our boats don't work. It's actually not true. I'm a hard-working, tax-paying citizen, have been majority of my life, and it's just ridiculous that we're classified as one. It's very much a class thing here. Either you pay high dollar to have a dock here, or you're illegal, and it's just not true. It's just a lie, and I know the truth. So,
Bless you, Guy.
Thank you,
Bless you, and thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.